It's a little side story, but it's always one of those. I don't have many. I don't ever regret anything in life, but I always do. There's a couple times where I have those. What if I would have done that? So very few people know, but Cael had talked to me for a bit. Starting in 2011, Cael had talked to me, and we it ended up not working out just because I was at the training center. I'd only been there a year. So we kind of just, we'll revisit this in a couple of years. So 2013 comes and I'm deciding I'm going to make a change. And I'm looking at Illinois, I'm looking at all these places. And then like a month before I'm about to move, we're at a training camp and I'm wrestling with Burroughs and I'm really, at that point I'm wrestling. I'd been fourth in the Olympic trials, fourth in the world team trials. So I knew like I was pushing that and I felt like I was about to jump through and, it was practice. It is what it is. But Jordan and I were having a back and forth match and had some, Taylor was still just coming on the scene. So anyways, he saw all that. And then I think it was just conversations from the past, but he pulled me aside and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you tomorrow morning. I'd love to have you come out to Penn State." And that's when they were just getting going. Tion had just made the world team the year before. And I remember that very vividly. That situation was interesting because we sat down, we talked a little bit. I was like, okay, this is a really interesting option on the agenda. Sorry, my brother-in-law's.
So what was the offer?
So we talked about it. He said, "Hey, do you want to move out to Penn State?" And he called me over the next couple of days, dude. I remember being like, I can't take this guy's call. I had already committed to Illinois. I'd already committed. I was going to go to Illinois, be at the RTC there. I already had an apartment, a down payment. I'd signed all the document, all the papers that you get. And so I remember being like, dude, like I remember even one time he called me and I was like, I didn't pick it up because I was like, dude, I don't know how to tell this guy like,
that's Cael
no,
Sanderson.
It's Cael Sanderson. It's Cael Sanderson. Like I'm like, I don't know what to do with this, And I remember, I think I took some time, called him back and said, "Hey, like I made this commitment. I can't back out. I just I couldn't pull it off inside of me, So I did end up going to Illinois and doing, being there 2 years. But that's always one of those things that you kind of wonder, like, what would have happened? What could have happened? All in all, I ended up going to Illinois and back to the training center and then Pennsylvania. And I think a lot of ending up at University of Pennsylvania ended up being the best ultimate decision for where I am now. But it's still one of those that I'm like, oh, what could have happened, But I had a hard time turning back on making a commitment,
What was Cael like from your interactions you had with him?
Cael's he was always he was very easy, like spoken well, very easy to talk to. But very kind of matter of fact. I'll never forget. He said, "Well, kind of like, you're going to go there, but you can come to Penn State and we're basically like, we're the best, just very matter of fact." And they were, right. They produced world team member, champion after champion. I remember him saying that and him being kind of confused, like, really, like you're gonna do that, like, and it's but no hard feelings that I know of. Ever since then, I see him, shake his hand anytime I've come out there and trained. Always just really great to me, So, but very matter of fact in the sense of they are, right.